Hey everyone, my name is Jenna Gorfel. I'm a CEO of Legion IT Academy. Nice having you on this our webinar. So today we have two more hosts. It's Alex Kizer and Polina Zhadnovsky. They're our partners and instructors in data analytics course with each of one with incredible experience. So maybe it would be better than Alex and Polina will talk about their experience and about their titles. Alex, go ahead. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alex Kaiser. I'm a senior data strategy lead. I have 15 years of experience in data and analytics. I help companies in consulting to store the data correctly, to analyze the data, to build reports and get insights. And I'm super excited to be here and help you get into the data analytics industry. So thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Paulina?
Hi, everyone. My name is Paulina. So first, I have a degree in data analytics and system analytics. My experience is about 10, a little bit more of 10 years in data analytics, huge global projects involved Europe, US, Israel. I moved to Canada just 1 year ago, and probably I will share my private story about my career in this session.
Yeah. Thank you, Paulina.
Thank you.
So we're going to begin. Alex, the floor is yours. You can share the screen. Just a moment. I'll make you. You just try to share it if you want, and I'll just allow it. Okay?
Yes, 1 second.
Sure.
Can I share my screen?
Try to do it, and I'll approve it to you. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Right.
Just maybe.
Just
Yeah. Yeah.
full screen. Yeah, 1 second. It's okay. We don't need a full screen. All right. So today we are going to talk about the data analytics revolution in 2026. So, okay. Okay. So data analytics is basically, it's a huge industry that right now is definitely booming because all the companies, it doesn't matter the industry, all the industries, different sectors, they use analytics. Everywhere where they have data, you need data analysts. Everywhere they have insights, they need reports. Every company, every industry, this is a huge industry right now, and it's definitely growing. And the data analyst, it's a great field to get into because it's I would say in 2026, with all the AI boom and all the Copilot, ChatGPT, the data analyst will become data analyst 2.0, and it will become much more like a business partner to analyze the business requirements and to provide reports based on that. Okay, so the data analyst is business advisor in most cases, not only building the reports. The data analyst will help companies to make sense of the data and to guide the leadership and the executives with the insights, the correct insights to help them to grow, to understand the revenue, to understand the market, to understand any flaws in the company or any outstanding kind of items, because you can determine everything in the based on the data, based on facts that you have in your reports in a company. Yeah, so this is kind of on very high level. Our agenda for today, we will talk about, as I already mentioned, what is data analytics, top trends in 2026, what is a data analyst, what job the data analyst does on a daily basis. We'll talk about the tools that the data analyst use, as well as the jobs and the salaries in Canada. I believe most of you from Canada, or we also have people from the U.S.
From US, we also have some, yeah.
We also have U.S., okay?
Yeah.
And we will have Paulina personal story, and then we will talk about specifically about the course, the data analytics course. And any questions that you have, feel free to jump and ask any question. This is a kind of interactive session. Feel free to ask any question, either me, Paulina, or Jana. Paulina, would you like to start? Maybe we don't have to follow the structure of the agenda. So let's start with the personal story. And I
Oh,
can,
Or
yeah.
maybe let's start with a survey, yeah?
yeah, let's start with the survey.
Okay, sorry.
So I will
Let's
share my
start.
screen. Just 1 second.
Alice, can you please share the sharing?
Just can you approve?
No, Alex, can you please close the sharing? So Paulina will be one.
I'm trying to close the sharing. Yes, stop sharing.
Thank you. Okay, great.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, can you please scan this QR code?
I'm sorry. What if I'm picking up this call from my mobile device?
Yes, those are for few who are joining through their laptops or computers. It will be, yeah. It will be
You
easier.
still can minimize the Zoom and just to scan with your cam. That's okay.
Yeah, or just Paulina, you can copy the link and maybe just send it in the message. Okay?
Yeah.
Something nice that we would like to share with you, something interactive questions to show you how data analytics data collection looks like. Okay.
Maybe
We
you can
have-
also
You just need copy link.
Yeah,
send the link.
Paulina, just copy link. You have the sentence above.
But it's also will work if you scan. Or let me put this.
Just copy here. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
So what we would like to show here is basically analytics in action, because analytics, it's all about data, it's all about insights, it's all about reporting. So the first question is, where are you from? So if you already scanned, can you just maybe full screen?
Present.
Make it a full screen.
I'm trying.
Oh, present. You can see it present. Maybe. Yeah.
No, but it's
Present the
This is the
purple
mobile.
button. Yeah, exactly here.
Yes.
okay.
All right. So the first question is, where are you from? And you need to select either US, Europe, Canada. We have 20 people. Nice. So you can see online in live, basically, all the selections that you just made. And you can see analytics in action right away. And this is the beauty of analytics. In this case, this is a very simple survey just to get to know you guys. But analytics, it's everywhere. Every company uses analytics, reporting, insights, and definitely data warehouses. So
Let's
the
go
first
to the
question.
next question.
All right. How would you describe your data skills? We have one beginner. Nice. So we have in total 19 people, and we would expect all the 19 to vote, right? Or 20
If
people.
someone can do it, because they're viewing through the cell phones, so
Yeah,
maybe not everyone can participate. Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So 21 voted. Yeah. So we can see that most of you guys beginners and some of you intermediate, which is okay, which is great. 4 advanced and 3 experts. Okay. I dream in SQL. This is good. So the course is basically is for everyone. Whether if you're a beginner or if you're an expert, you will learn in this course because we are starting with basic Excel and then advanced Excel, and then we move on to Power Query, as well as we have Power BI, SQL, advanced SQL, and Snowflake. Definitely Snowflake. We do all the SQL inside Snowflake. And then we also do a couple lessons on Python, just to know the basics of Python, to understand how to run very simple commands. So we touch every aspect of the data analysis and data analytics. So basically, if we have 10 people, beginners, it will help you to get into this industry kind of step by step, because we have all of these homeworks, hands-on experience. You will get to you will have to do some hands-on experience. You will have to analyze the data and think about how to resolve the issue. And that's what will bring you kind of the expertise. Right? The next question.
The next slide, yeah.
Yeah, another one. Why are you interested in data analytics?
Yeah.
To get my first job, grow in my current role, rarely go with my gut, and never, what is that?
Interesting, yeah. How it changes, huh?
Yeah, you can see live all the selections, all the votes. Yeah. 17 people, okay. Nice. Okay.
And here we can see the percents.
Yeah.
Okay, so 40% to get my first job as a data analyst, as well as another 40% to grow my current role. So that's great. That's great, because this course will help you both just to get into the industry, or it will definitely can help you to grow in your current career.
Yeah.
I think we only have 3 questions, right?
Yeah, 3 questions. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I will stop my
Any questions from the team here?
Yeah, let's continue, and in the end we'll leave some time for people to ask the questions.
Yeah. So Alex, you want to continue with the presentation or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So in terms of the trends, this is the data analytics market. This is a huge market. And many big companies like Meta, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, Netflix, all the big tech companies, X, of course, they invest in analytics, because without analytics, you cannot have any AI. Okay. So the basic of the AI, you have to have analytics in place. Once you have analytics in place, because of the buzzword AI and Gen AI and ChatGPT, because we are moving very, very fast in terms of the technology and AI, analytics, this is the foundation. You cannot build AI solution without having analytics foundation. When I say foundation, you have to have clean data in your organization. You need to store your data in the organization. You need to make sure that your data warehouse is structured correctly. And on top of that, you build your reports. So this is a huge industry. I'm not going into the details of the billions here. This is between 2018 and 2030. So as you can see, definitely promising future in terms of data analytics. Regarding the salary of data analysts, I think I can share maybe in Canada. So we can see here, we don't see the numbers so well, but I can go to maybe data analyst, and this is the Canadian website that tells us the rate of the data analyst in each province. Okay, the lowest hourly rate in Canada, and this is the average, is $25 per hour. The median is 40, and the highest is 61. So as you can see, definitely this is a very good industry or field to get into because the salary is very good. As long as you get into the field, you just need to get your first job. Once you have your first job as a data analyst, junior data analyst, and then everything is easy. After the first job is the hardest one, but that's why you need to have your hands on. You have to have your expertise in this field. You need to build a portfolio. You need to build the projects, save them in GitHub, make sure that you know how to address them, how to present them, how to speak about them. So it's all about I would say for a beginner, you would need to invest between 3 and 6 months just to kind of understand what is the data analytics field, what is this all about.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. The salary profile that you just show us, is it for somebody that just had a course like what you're suggesting, or somebody who has a full degree with it in data analyst, as a data analyst?
You don't need a full degree. It helps if you have any degree, for sure, but this is in order to get into the data analytics position or role, a course like that definitely can help you. If you have previous experience, accounting, finance, anything that is related to Excel, definitely it will help you.
Alex, guys, I would like to ask you because I have a lot of materials, so maybe let's keep all your questions by the end of the presentation. It will be easier. Thank you. Guys, let's talk maybe about it towards the end of the presentation. Please just remember all your questions, okay? Thank you.
All right. So this website just shows us the data analyst hourly rate per province in Alberta, in British Columbia, Manitoba. I even can paste it in the chat maybe, and you can browse it later if you're interested in that. Let me just do that. I will paste it in the chat.
I'm so sorry. I just heard the request, but would it be possible to check the same thing, but in the US?
Sure.
Yes. Do we have it handy, the link to the US? I don't have the link right now. I only have Canada.
I have a link for Glassdoor that includes US as well. I can send you in the chat.
Yeah, okay.
That would be great. Thank you.
How many people do we have here from the US?
Feels like I'm the only one.
Oh, okay. So do you have it handy, Paulina, the link?
Yeah, I'm just 1 second. I will put it in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely in the US it will be a little bit different because in the US the salary is higher than Canada, for sure. We all know that. But as you can see, this is definitely a reasonable or at least acceptable hourly rate to start in this field. So let's go to this link.
I put New York, but you can choose any state.
Mhm.
New York is a perfect one. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
so I picked a good one.
Okay,
So you
so
can
we
see
have
here, you have, I saw
we
that,
have senior data analyst. We just need the junior probably, right? Let's just
yeah, let's put junior, but for senior analyst, you see you have 98, between 98 to 136K. So that is great.
Mhm. Oh, sorry, where do you see the numbers? I missed that.
Yeah, here, you see?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Senior business analyst. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
senior
see
one.
yes. This is business analyst, data science analyst. Those are the rates, yeah. Quality assurance, it's a different one. Data analyst, yeah. So this probably would be accurate. 69 to 85.
For the beginner, yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, so those are the salaries and the range for data analyst in Canada and the US. Do you have any questions regarding the salary or any other questions related to data analyst or this field in general?
Alex, maybe we'll start with, we and Polina will ask you questions from your experience. It will be more like dialogue, and you will answer, as simple as possible. So, and other guys also will join. The questions will be easier for you. So, in terms of the simple explanation of what is data analytics, how would you explain it, and how you would compare it to something which is more simpler and for people who are not from the field?
Yeah, so data analytics, this is the process of collecting data, storing the data, exploring how it looks like. Let's say it's Excel spreadsheet. Okay, as a data analyst, you need to be able to open the Excel spreadsheet, to review all the columns, all the rows, to make sure you understand the business requirements or the business in general, okay? And to be able to explain it to business people, to the stakeholders, to your management, to explain what the data is all about. So it's about collecting the data, cleaning the data, analyzing the data, and build on top of that visualization. Visualization, you can use Power BI, which is one of the tools. You can use Tableau, one of the tools to build the visualization for reporting purposes. And based on that, so once you build it, then you can present the insights and you can speak about the results or the findings that you have in your report.
If
Okay,
you,
so this is, yeah.
so what does data analytics do for businesses? Is it something that can allow avoid some risks, predict some future trends or something like that? I'm talking now about the range of companies, right?
Yeah. So it's like you're driving your car during the night without the headlights, okay? You don't see anything. You just drive and you risk your life and you can get into an accident. When you turn on the lights, the highlights, when you drive on a highway, then you can see everything clearly, right? You can see the risk, you can see the opportunities, you can see any other cars. So then it becomes much easier and faster to drive. It's exactly the same analogy that it's basically helps businesses and companies to understand the current state of the organization. Okay, if they're losing money, what profit they have, what is the revenue, what is the cost, anything that is related to money, definitely financial aspect. Any other companies they would like to like Netflix, for instance. Netflix, they have huge data warehouse. They would like to know how many users they have, how many subscriptions they have, who is watching what. Based on that, they can recommend to us to watch the next show, right? So all of these aspects, this is based on analytics. And without analytics, company cannot grow, company cannot make smart decisions.
If you're talking about the companies, can you give another examples of Canadian and American companies besides Netflix, for hiring for companies which specializing in data analytics?
Companies that sharing the data, you mean?
That hiring, so like examples of big companies that have many open positions and for really deep in data. And if you can just please stop the sharing, it would be so people will see only you answering the question.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. It's much better. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can give some examples of big companies or industries that.
Yeah. So data analyst is in every company, there is a data analyst, okay? Doesn't matter the sector, as I said, doesn't matter the company. Examples I have like financial institution, banks, big banks like TD, RBC, Scotiabank, Capital One, all of these financial institutions, definitely they have data analysts or data and analytics department that they bring the data, they organize the data, they make sense of the data, and they report it to the business. This is in the financial sector. Definitely in retail, companies like Amazon, Walmart, Costco, all of these big giant retail companies, of course, everything is based on analytics. They would like to know how many, what is the inventory, how the sales look like. All of these aspects, definitely retail. In the technology, I think I mentioned Google, Meta, Uber, Airbnb, Microsoft, all of these companies, everything is based on the analytics, on the data, the way you store it, and the way you report on that. Another example, healthcare, definitely in the healthcare industry, people would like to know how many sick people in a specific hospital, things like that, right? Just an example. Logistics, definitely a company like a Purolite or a DHL or whatever the logistics is, they would like to know how many shipments they do on daily basis. So all of these industries, definitely data analysts must be there to provide the insights and help the company to make smart decisions. As well as insurance and a bunch of other sectors, government, for sure. Government, they have lots of data analysts because they would like to know all the taxes that we pay, probably.
Yeah, thank you. If we are talking about top trends in 2026, so what is the future of, and what is the prognosis of data and specifically data analytics? What are the top trends next year?
Yeah, definitely AI, Copilot, ChatGPT, everything that is related to data analytics and AI. This is the next trend. It's already running. Like it started 2 years ago and it's been running since then, right? ChatGPT is everywhere. I believe all of you guys are using it and I use it on daily basis. And the trend is definitely so the AI will not replace the data analyst. Many people think that, or they have a concern that, oh, the AI can replace the data analyst. No, definitely not. The role will evolve, okay? The role of the data analyst, instead of just building the reports, the data analyst will have to help because AI doesn't know the business requirements, okay? The business logic or the organization structure, things like that, AI doesn't know, okay? And that's why the data analyst comes into the picture and help all the stakeholders to build the dashboards, to explain the dashboards and reporting and to provide the insights into the leadership. Okay, so as I said, the data analyst role will be evolved. It will grow. It will maybe shift a little bit. Instead of just building reports, you will be part of the business to provide insights to the management. And this is a big deal. This is like a big deal role. It's not. Don't take it lightly. Don't think, oh, data analyst, I just sit in my cubicle and I create Excel reports or I create Power BI reports and that's it. I work by myself. No, data analyst works with high executives, with clients, with stakeholders, with multiple different departments, with data engineers, data architect, data science. Definitely, this is super interesting role. Yeah.
Thank you. Who actually can become a data analyst?
Oh, who can become?
Yeah.
I believe if you have a logical kind of mindset and you know how to read Excel, you know how to read numbers. You don't need to know math, because math you can do it in Excel, you can do it with calculator, you can do it math, definitely calculus, you don't need it. But definitely if you have any industry expertise, like I think I mentioned, like accountant or a finance or logistics, if you worked in the industry in some capacity, definitely data analyst is a good shift, because this field is growing. So it's for everyone, if you ask me, who has some industry expertise.
So you don't need to have any particular previous background to enter the field, right?
Exactly. You don't have to be like with master degree or PhD in order to get into the data analytics world. No, definitely not.
If you're talking about a day of data analyst, how it looks like?
The day of data analyst is basically to talk to the business first. You need to understand the business. You need to understand what the company is doing, how the company makes money, how many customers the company has. You need to understand everything that is related to the business that you are working in. Okay, so once you have this good understanding of the company that you provide the services as a data analyst, then what you will do on daily basis, you will analyze the data. In most cases, you will build Power BI reports or Tableau reports, but then you need to know SQL. Okay, you need to know how to analyze data in the data warehouse. So you need to know data warehouse as well, at least the structure of the data warehouse, all the facts and dimension tables. You need to know how to run queries, very sophisticated queries, to find the top sales or the top customers, or at least to know the revenue of the company. So once you do that and you go to the data warehouse, you create your queries, you build the reporting on that top of that, and the best part is to communicate it. Okay, so you need to, once you build the report, you don't just save it to yourself, because in most cases we build all of these reports for the business. Okay, we have a client on the other side, which is the business, and we are from the IT. Okay, we are from the IT department or data analytics department. We build and we have stakeholders, people who will be using all of these reports. And based on that, so once we provide them the reports on daily basis, we can create new report. We can just create new feature in the report. We can use a bunch of other stuff just to analyze, because the business will come to you on daily basis with lots of requests. I need this and I need that, and you will have to know how to articulate it and how to build it and how to answer all of the business questions. So on daily basis, definitely working with the business and make sure that the business is happy.
I received many questions from people who are asking if data analytics specialist is usually working in a team or it's most like a solo job that he's doing by his own.
Both. I would say both. So when you build your Power BI report, your dashboard, fancy dashboard, and you spend, let's say, 2-3 weeks just to build everything to make sure it is working, you can deploy to production. When I say deploy to production, it means the business will start using it, okay? So once you deploy the dashboard to production, at this point, definitely the business will come back to you with lots of questions and different requirements, okay? And this is the idea, this is the whole point, that you need to understand your data very well, because the questions will be on very low and detailed level, okay? All the calculations that we do inside the analytics or the dashboard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the tools that data analysts using, so what are the major tools which are required in today's market?
Excel is a big one. Excel just to analyze the data, to see how the data looks like, to do basic calculation or to use simple formulas. Excel is a big one. SQL is another one. SQL, definitely on high level, you need to know SQL. And this is the programming language that helps you to talk to the database and the data warehouse. SQL is another one. You need to know on high level, you don't need to be expert Python, definitely good to know as a data analyst. So SQL, Power BI, another one, definitely visualization tool like Power BI or Tableau. Definitely, and that's what we teach in the course, right? You need to know on very high level ETL. What does it mean, ETL? ETL is all about extracting the data, transform the data, and load it. So when we move it, because sometimes in organization we have multiple sources, right? We have a CRM, we have just another database, a bunch of other applications, and we need to bring it into one big repository. And this is the data warehouse. The way we bring all the data from multiple sources, this is the ETL, okay? We just extract the data, we load it, and we transform it into the data warehouse. And based on that, we build the Power BI reports.
If you're talking about like a growth in a profession, so let's say person starts working as data analyst, what are the next steps for his growth? Which the data analyst is another profession, so how we know if there is a growth at all in this particular field and other professions.
Yeah. So you can start as a data analyst for sure, and then become like a senior data analyst. But this role can have many branches, because you can shift into the BI world, the BI development. You can create ETL, what I just mentioned. You can do analytics engineering, data science, product analyst, marketing analyst. What else? A manager of data analytics, definitely.
So there is
Definitely, there is lots of room to grow in this industry and in this field.
Thank you. One more question. If you are talking about, I'll ask you questions that me and my team are asked most of the times. So how long does it take to break into the field? Let's say I complete the course and I become a junior data analytics. So what is how long it might take to start working to find a job for today's market? And I'm talking now in Canada and the States.
Yeah, I would say between 3 and 6 months. 3 and 6 months,
Fairly.
if you invest your time and you build your portfolio, because you must have a portfolio. You must have a project that you kind of end-to-end solution. So you build the entire solution, and you know how to present it, you know how to speak about it, and you need to how to say it, to present it to a potential employer and convince him that you are the right person to do this job. Okay, so it's all about, definitely after this course, you will have to invest some time building your portfolio, working on a project like SQL project, Power BI project, ETL project, Snowflake, all of these tools that we talk about, Fabric, we also talk about a little bit. Definitely, once you get your hands on and you know how to show your expertise, and the only way you show it is by presenting your portfolio and presenting your project. And once you present it and you have a very good LinkedIn profile, and you know how to write your resume in such way that it will be kind of visible for employers. So definitely, those are the next steps that I would advise. Between 3 and 6 months, you can get into this field for sure.
It's realistic estimation, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. This is my major questions for Alex. So maybe Paulina can also share her experience and explain how much time it took her to find her first job in Canada.
Yeah.
Paulina, the floor is yours. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So my name is Paulina, again, and I'd like to share my journey of becoming a data analyst in Canada. So my background, I have a bachelor degree in information systems and data analytics. Back in Israel, I worked about 10 years, even 11 years in huge companies. I did huge projects, global projects with the European projects and US projects, of course, Israeli. I analyzed like operations and used SQL, BI tools, systems. So I had pretty good experience in Israel, but once I moved to Canada, so I didn't expect that it's gonna be easy. And it wasn't easy for sure. It's new country, it's new language, it's no professional network, and 3 kids. So it was a big challenge for sure. But I know that my profession, data analyst, I know that data is everywhere, and I know that every company now needs data analysts. So that's why I believed in myself and that I will find something. I was sure that finally it gonna happen. I will find something. And one of the first step, I met Jana that gave me advices and helped me like how to write the resume correctly. And she showed me like what business impact that I can provide to the businesses and how to prepare to interviews and how to build my portfolio. And yes, I did. I applied a lot, like again and again and again and again and again, hundreds of applications. And usually I get no response. But still, I remind to myself that I choose a good profession that companies are searching for. And finally, I received the offer. I received the offer as in-house data analyst in Canadian company, the company that providing field service technicians. And I think it wasn't luck. It's just about this profession, data analyst role that is needed everywhere. And this role helped to the companies to improve operational efficiency and reduce the service time. In my case, in my role, for example, the question if data analyst works by himself or with a team. In my case, I just one data analyst in-house in the company. But I work a lot with the stakeholders, like with the CEO their request for new reports, for new dashboards. I'm doing by myself. There is no one to get advice or something. So like the dirty work I'm doing by myself, but I work a lot with the stakeholders. And in the same time, when I got my offer, Jana invited me also to join to Legion. And now I'm combining my two careers in two fields, and I'm teaching data analyst as well. So yes, like all my experience that I have in SQL, Power BI, Python, and all tools I'm sharing with my students. And I have like great satisfaction when our students gets their first interview, and I really feel proud of them because like we have a lot of success histories, success stories when our students got their offers, and it's like all over the world, not just in Canada, right, Jana? We have someone in Europe that got his offer and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really proud of our students. Yes. So it's really popular and really growing field. I would say. I think it's pretty all about myself. And if you guys have questions, yeah.
Thank you so much. So I'll just give some highlights about our upcoming course. And of course, then we will open to all your questions to Alex and Polina. You can, so I'll tell briefly about the course. So we start our next cohort, will begin on January the 15th. The length of the course is 4.5 months. So 3 months of theory and 1.5 months of practical internship in a company of one of our partners. The classes will take place on Mondays and Thursdays between 7:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. EST. It's time of Toronto and New York. Also, we record all the lessons and upload them to our learning platform. So in case someone is missing the class, so he can see the recording and ask Paulina and our other instructors questions, not only during the lesson, but also in between the lessons. We build the course in the manner that it will take you about 8 to 10 hours a week to learn. It's including Zoom classes, and the same time is it will be dedicated to your internship project. So you guys can continue working, taking care of your families. So 8-10 hours a week, it's a realistic pace of time that has been proven for years with other cohorts and other courses that we run. The course also includes career preparation. We help you to present in the best manner your current experience, your current knowledge, and to link it with the knowledge, the tools that you will learn during the course, and also with the experience that you get. We also prepare will help with preparation of LinkedIn profile. We also run mock interviews, like plurals with something which really helps you. And actually, after the course, we will have the most required tools on the market. We will have practice, like internship projects that you will be able to add it to your resume and LinkedIn profile. And also you will be prepared to the job search market, to the job market in terms of resume, your portfolio, LinkedIn profile, and you will be able to continue and to successfully find a job. So this is highlights. Also, I would like to say that everyone who is attending the course today, he or she will get a special promo code, which with 10% off of the course. We will email you all the information about it. We also allow to split the payment to monthly payments. It's something that really helps. Also, I would like to ask Paulina and Alex maybe to explain more. I will run you. I will show you now. I will share a screen and show you the presentations of our other students, alumni, who were able to create them and to present to the client during the end of the internship. So just a
Yeah,
moment.
and if I just can add the dashboard, the presentation that Jana gonna share with us. Someone asked if you need a degree or you need some specific education before starting this course, and I want to add that those students that you're gonna see right now, they are not from any technical field. I think the lady is Jana. She's something from finance, if I'm not mistaken. And the guys, they are also they don't they're not from the technician field at all. So just take a look what the presentation and what the dashboard they created for their final project in internship for the company that we had internship in this case. And they didn't have any technical field, any technical education before.
Yeah, just I will be there is a presentation.
So it's small 4 years now. And from that data, we can see that we have a lot of fields that we payment that being built.
So there is an explanation here. Maybe I'll remove it just to show you more.
Yeah, just to show, because we can't hear what he's saying, but he's
Yeah.
explaining about the dashboard, about the insight that he noticed in the data. And just take a look what the dashboard did he create. This is another one. This is the lady, and she's from finance.
All this
So
is
you don't have to have any bachelor degree. You don't have it's good if you have any background expertise, for sure, but you don't have to have in order to get into this field, for sure not. And the difference between business analyst and data analyst, business analyst, this is a role that it is in between the IT and the business people, okay? Any business people, finance, accounting.
This is the third one.
Okay, yeah, there is another question. I'm just answering the question in the chat, the difference between business analyst and data analyst. So business analyst, this is the person who would gather the business requirements, and he will be the gatekeeper between the IT and the business. And he organizes, he documents everything and provides it to the IT people, what to do and how to do it. The data analyst would build the reports like we just saw. We'll speak about them, present them, and talk with stakeholders. This is the difference between business analyst and data analyst. It's not the same role. Those are two different roles.
Thank you. There is another question to Paulina, guys, and you are welcome to ask your questions in chat or just raise your hand.
Yeah, you can raise a hand and we will answer. Yeah.
Yeah. So Paulina, here is a question for you. What are if you can list your first, maybe not first, but rather any 3 assignments that you got and completed after you got employed, and what software and or technologies did you use to complete them?
So I had, let's say, 5 interviews, like 5, not from the same flow, just 5 different interviews. And it was really, really, really different. Once they sent me just to assignment before I even get to the first interview. And another one, I had an interview, right? Like from the very beginning, I just had the interview for first with HR and then with the stakeholders and with IT manager. And it was really different requirements because I applied for, not for junior, but I applied for senior, for a lot of types of roles. And it was the bench of tools. Sometimes they required Snowflake. Sometimes they require just good Excel. Data analyst is like 50 shades of gray, is the same. Sometimes data analysts use just Excel, but for sure in advanced level. And sometimes you need to know really good SQL or Python. It really depends on the company. So first, the juniors, probably they apply just to the simplest role for junior SQL, for junior Excel and stuff like that. But when you get too used to it, like you learn more and more tools. For example, in our course, we teach just Power BI and Tableau as visualization tools. And I really believe that it's more than enough, because once you know to deal with the one tool, with one visualization tool, you will know how to use like ClickSense or like whatever you want, every BI tool. So you
Pauline, and
yes.
what tools are you using in your current job?
Now?
Yeah.
A lot of Excel. A lot of Excel. Yes, I use SQL, like the regular one, the SQL management, not Snowflake. But I really want to implement Snowflake in my company, but it's really depends on my managers.
Thank you. Another questions for you guys. Will Sense
And Power BI, of course. Sorry,
Yeah.
Power BI. Like it's the major tool that we use.
Okay. The question from Shlomit. Could you please share any requirements of data analyst in the biopharma or biotech sector?
The requirements will be the same for any other sectors, right? You need to know Excel on very high level. You need to know SQL. You need to know Power BI, a little bit Python, and to know what is an ETL. The requirements would be for any other industry would be the same for data analyst. Yeah.
Thank you. Guys, any other questions?
Yeah, hi. How deep we are going to learn SQL at this course?
We will go deep into the SQL for sure, like joins, outer join, left join, inner join, CTE. What else we have? Window functions, advanced SQL. Yeah.
Okay. And just to be clear, is this the data analyst role? Is it about the manipulating the data in the databases and get the information from the databases and make the analytical reports based on the information we got?
You
This
don't
is
use
exactly that. Yeah.
you don't need to manipulate the data. It's mostly who deals with manipulation. It's data engineers. But
In some cases, maybe you will have to do some manipulation, but yes, data engineer will make sure that the data is clean for a presentation layer.
mostly you will need to retrieve the data and like to clean the data, to provide the dashboard, to prepare the data for the dashboards. Yes, for
Okay.
sure you need to do, and it's a lot. It's a lot. SQL usually, like I think that the most important tool for data analyst is SQL. But yes, but sometimes there is the companies that don't use it; they just do Excels. But I think like 10%, 90% will use SQL.
So let's say, for example, the project, we are working with the data engineers to accomplish the data analytical reports. So, for example, we have completed this task. So that's the basic and complete role of the data analyst.
You have like the amount of requirements for new reports and for maintaining reports. It's like whole your day. It can take hours, and the cleaning the data and preparing the data for the dashboards, I think it's about 80% of the time of the data analyst.
I see. I mean, I'm so sorry for this type of question. I worked on the different projects already, so I'm just trying to see the timeline of the data analyst on the project. So that's why I'm just trying to understand how it's gonna go on the regular basis on the project for the data analyst.
Let me try to explain. In any data analytics project, you have multiple people. Like you have many people involved. Okay. Probably the first one would be the project manager. The project manager and the business analyst, they would gather all the business requirements. What needs to be done? What kind of reports we need to build? Okay. And then we will bring the data architect to build in the data warehouse to build the model. Once we have the model ready in the data warehouse, we have all the data clean and the data warehouse is up and running. Then we bring the data analyst to build all of these BI solutions, all of these visualization reports. Oh, those are different roles in the entire life cycle of data analytics project. And of course, then later we have the AI and we have the data science and we have a bunch of other people involved, ML and stuff like that. But definitely this is the basic of data analytics, kind of the roles that involve in any project.
I see. Thank you.
Thank you. Another question. My knowledge is in Excel is very basic. Will it be an obstacle during the course?
No, we start with very basic Excel because we know that some people know just the basic Excel. So yeah, you don't need to know like in a very advanced level. It's okay to start with the basic.
Okay, thank you. Another question, is statistical knowledge required to be successful in the field of data analytics?
No, not at all.
No.
Okay, thank you. What do you think about the impact of artificial intelligence on this profession? So we already talked about it, but maybe...
Yeah, we covered it. Definitely the AI will help you to be much more productive. This is, I can guarantee for sure. You can use ChatGPT to create SQL queries. You can use ChatGPT or Copilot to help you with formula inside DAX formula in Power BI. So you will do your job much faster. AI will not replace you. You will be much more productive if this is the concern.
Thank you. Any additional questions? What else will learn except Excel, Power BI, and SQL?
Python, a little bit ETLs, that what like Alex mentioned, it's the pipelines of data. We learned a little bit about project management, and we learn about the tool that called GitHub, and this tool is for you. Then you can gather your projects in this tool in order to show them to potential employee.
We also do all the SQL inside Snowflake. So definitely we teach Snowflake on high level, as well as Microsoft Fabric, which is the analytics platform by Microsoft.
Yeah.
So these two big data platforms, we don't go dive into the details, but we show how to do ETL with the Microsoft Fabric, ADF, Azure Data Factory, and we also do all the Excel inside Snowflake.
What about R? The question is, what about R?
Don't have to worry about that.
No, it's part of, yeah. As part of Power BI, we learn R, but you don't really need to know in the real
high level.
In high level, yeah.
Yeah, but we also cover it, right?
We cover it as a part of Power BI.
Thank you. I see some companies require to know the Tableau tool.
That's exactly what I mentioned. We learn more Power BI than Tableau in this course, but Tableau, we have a lesson about Tableau. But once you know one visualization tool, You can learn easily any tool. You just need to understand once how it works.
Thank you. Yulia is asking, I have 5 years as quality assurance analyst, QA experience. How I can combine this with that data analytics?
First of all, for
Very
sure,
well.
know SQL. I think so. If you're a QA analyst, it will help you. And we have a lot of students. We had a lot of students actually that they were QA analysts and they switched to data analyst and they are very successful today.
I will add here, it's also that I mentioned before, we also help you to present your previous experience to emphasize all the data that you worked with, or let's say you checked and you worked with bugs and everything, and you have your databases. So in case you worked with it, so it's supposed to be presented, in a smart way. So it will help you with the job search as in data analytics, or there are also many companies who are looking now for, multitasker, like universal soldiers who know also quality assurance, who know data, who can analyze, who can do, many things at the same time. So as more tools that you have and as more diverse you can be, so it would be better for your profession, your career. Another question, is a database planned to be the Excel or other types? So I don't.
The database that we're using?
Yeah.
No, we're not using Excel as a database. We're using Snowflake as a database and data warehouse. I'm not sure about this question.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I
depending
understand
on-
really this question.
Shlomit, you want to explain what do you mean?
Yeah, I assume that you have a database, and I would like to know if the database is based on Excel and Excel only.
No,
So
no, no, no.
that was my question. Yeah.
No.
And another thing I asked previously is all the databases that we are going to learn has to be SQL analyzed. I mean,
Yes.
are there any other database that are not being able to be analyzed by SQL? And are we going to learn it?
Yes. So the only way to communicate between you and the database is by using SQL. Okay, that's the way it works. SQL, this is the standard industry language, the query language that we ask questions from the database by using SQL. There is no database in Excel. I'm not sure what you're asking, but we do show during the course. We have multiple lessons about this Excel, but we don't store kind of as a database in Excel. Database, it's a completely different tool. We do everything in Snowflake in terms
But
of the
usually
database.
you start from the Excel. Am I right?
You can start with your Excel as a flat file. You can store some data there. You're absolutely correct, but there is nothing to do with database. This is just Excel.
But you're right that our first lessons, about 5 lessons, it's about Excel, and it's from the basic to very high level to Power Query and stuff like that. And the first dashboard you are already doing with Excel, but then we are moving to SQL and Python and stuff like that.
Thank you. Another question from Serge. An analyst receives extensive access to the company's internal data. At what point do companies begin to give entry-level specialists access to the kind of sensitive data? It's a good question.
If you have the clearance to do so. Yes, you have to have if you work for a client and you're touching PII data, which is personal identifier information, definitely you have to have all the clearances, all the approvals, and all the standards in place. Okay, definitely big companies will not allow you to touch PII. If you're junior, I believe definitely not. In some cases, you will not even see the production environment. You will only be able to see the development environment. So, yeah. Entry level, I would say, stick to the development environment at this point, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if you know the difference between development environment, QA environment, and production environment. But every company around the world, when you have the development lifecycle, you have 3 different environments. The development, when you do all your coding, you're testing everything in the QA, and then you deploy to production to launch the product, right? For the business, for the company, for the users. Those are different environments. So the data analyst, I would say in 99% of the cases, will work only inside the development environment.
And a question from Milan. Alex, you mentioned different roles in the data department, like data architect and other roles. How do you get there from being a data analyst?
This is a great question. So you have to learn many tools and many technologies in order to get there. So let's say if you start as a data analyst and you would like to become data architect, definitely you need to know the aspect of the entire data analytics lifecycle, all the ETL, all the standards, all the procedures, how to do that, how to get there, right? You need to know pipelines, data pipelines. You need to know data modeling. You need to know data governance. You need to know data quality. You need to know so many other aspects in order to get from data analyst to data architect. This is a long journey. Yeah. I started as a DBA 15 years ago here in Canada, and I grow my career from a DBA, junior DBA. I became a BI developer. I created a bunch of ETL jobs, and then I became a data engineer, data architect, and now delivery lead. So this is with expertise and experience. Once you learn all of these tools and technologies, definitely you can get there. But it is lots of investment. Yeah.
Thank you. Question about the tool. Will we teach Oracle SQL or MySQL?
No, we're not teaching Oracle SQL, not MySQL. SQL, it's a language that you can apply in Oracle SQL database, in MySQL database. You can apply the same syntax will work in 99% in all of the databases, whether it's a transactional database like Oracle SQL or MySQL, Postgres, SQL Server, doesn't matter. SQL, it's SQL. You can apply it in any database.
No, but there is a difference between the syntaxes, but
sometimes yes.
Yeah, but the point that we choose Snowflake is the fact that Snowflake can get a lot of syntaxes. So I used to work with Microsoft SQL Management, the regular one, like the basic one, and my friend that used Postgres. Both of us, we used Snowflake, and it was okay because Snowflake can recognize all syntaxes.
Yeah, but we don't teach Oracle SQL or MySQL.
No, but and like the difference is not so huge. Once you know the regular, you can learn easily another syntaxes.
Yeah. Yulia, yes, go ahead. Yulia, you have a question?
No, sorry.
You raised the hand. Yeah.
Oh, it's by accident.
That's
sorry.
Okay. Any additional question, guys? Okay. So before we go to do our own stuff, we say hello, say goodbye. So please, those of you who are interested in the course, please leave in a chat your email. I mean, to people who didn't speak with us before and who didn't leave personal information in our form, please do it now in a chat. and we'll be happy to contact you and explain more, schedule a personal consultation, give you all the information about prices and everything. You're also welcome to write us at Info Legion IT Academy or contact me. It's my personal cell phone. You can write me in WhatsApp or message, and I will be happy to talk with you. Alex, Paulina, thank you so much. I think our guests got more clear information about what is a professional data analytics. And also they have now more information about our course. So thank you so much for your answers, for your honest opinion on everything. And thank you so much for our guests who were with us today.
Thank you,
Thank you, guys. Good luck. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.